Don't scroll. I know you've been feeling it. That sense that something is coming. That unease in your spirit. That feeling that people are talking about you behind your back. You're not paranoid. They are talking. And they are planning. Not to help you. To hurt you. Not to build you up. To tear you down. Not to tell the truth. To twist it. They are going to expose you. Not the real you. A version of you. A caricature. A distortion. A lie dressed up as truth. They are going to tell everyone that you are something you're not. Not because they believe it. Because they want others to believe it. To discredit you. To isolate you. To destroy your reputation. Not because you've done anything wrong. Because you've done something right. You've loved when they couldn't. You've forgiven when they wouldn't. You've hoped when they'd given up. You've trusted when they were afraid. Your light exposes their darkness. And darkness hates light. Not because the light is aggressive. Because the light is revealing. And they don't want to be revealed. So they are going to attack the light. Not directly. Indirectly. By attacking you. By exposing what they claim are your faults. Your failures. Your flaws. Things that are true but twisted. Things that are false but believable. Things that are private but now public. They are going to expose you. Not to help you. To harm you. Not to heal you. To hurt you. Not to restore you. To ruin you. Be ready. Not by panicking. By preparing. Not by defending. By trusting. Not by fighting. By standing. Be ready. Because the exposure is coming. Not to destroy you. To refine you. Not to break you. To strengthen you. Not to silence you. To send you. The exposure is not your enemy. It is your opportunity. An opportunity to show who you really are. Not who they say you are. Who I say you are. An opportunity to respond not with anger. With grace. Not with revenge. With forgiveness. Not with more lies. With truth. The exposure is coming. Be ready. So take a breath. Put your phone down on a flat surface if you need to. Put your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. I put it there. I am keeping it beating. And I am about to tell you what you need to do to be ready. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Let me tell you what the exposure will look like. Not the details, those are between them and their conscience. The heart of it. They will take something true about you. A mistake. A failure. A weakness. And they will magnify it. Make it bigger than it is. Make it uglier than it is. Make it more significant than it is. They will take something private. Something you shared in confidence. Something you trusted them with. And they will make it public. Not to inform. To humiliate. Not to help. To hurt. not to heal. To harm. They will take something out of context. A word you said. An action you took. A decision you made. And they will twist it. Make it mean something it doesn't. Make it look like something it isn't. Make it seem like evidence of something you're not. They will recruit others. People who don't know you. People who will believe them. People who will spread their version of the story. Not because those people are evil. Because they are uninformed. And uninformed people believe what they hear. Especially when it's dramatic. Especially when it confirms what they already suspect. Especially when it makes them feel better about themselves. The exposure will spread. Not like fire. Like disease. Slowly at first. Then quickly. From person to person. From ear to ear. From heart to heart. Until many people believe the lie. Not because the lie is convincing. Because it is repeated. And repetition breeds belief. So the exposure will come. Not if. When. Be ready. Don't scroll. Stay with me. This is where most people want to panic. Don't. Here's what the exposure is not. It is not the end. Not of your reputation. Not of your relationships. Not of your life. Reputations can be restored. Relationships can be rebuilt. Lives can be redeemed. Not by you. By me. I am the restorer. Not of things. Of people. I restore reputations. I rebuild relationships. I redeem lives. Not overnight. But truly. So the exposure is not the end. It is a beginning. The beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where you learn who your real friends are. Who stays when it's hard. Who leaves when it's convenient. The exposure will separate. Not to destroy. To clarify. To show you who is for you. Who is against you. Who is with you. Who is using you. The exposure is a sieve. Not to crush you. To sift you. To separate the wheat from the chaff. The chaff will blow away. The wheat will remain. Not because the wheat is stronger. Because the wheat is rooted. Rooted in me. And I do not blow away. So the exposure is not the end. It is a sieve. Let it sift. Not in fear. In faith. Not in panic. In peace. Not in resistance. In acceptance. Let it sift. What remains will be real. And real is what you need. Not a crowd of fair-weather friends. A few who stay. Not a reputation built on sand. A character built on rock. Not a life of pretense. A life of truth. The exposure is a gift. Not a pleasant gift. A necessary gift. Like surgery. Painful. But life-saving. Receive it. Not with bitterness. With hope. Not with resentment. With trust. Not with fear. With faith. Receive it. And let it sift. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here's what you need to do to be ready. First, be rooted. Not in your reputation. In me. Your reputation can be destroyed. I cannot. Your name can be slandered. My name cannot. Your character can be questioned. My character cannot. Be rooted in me. Not in what people think of you. In what I know of you. Not in their approval. In my love. Not in their acceptance. In my embrace. Be rooted. Not in your own strength. In mine. Not in your own wisdom. In mine. Not in your own goodness. In mine. Be rooted in me. And you will not be moved. Not by their words. Not by their lies. Not by their exposure. You will stand. Not because you're strong. Because I am. And you are in me. Be rooted. Second, be ready to forgive. Not because they deserve it. Because you need to be free. Unforgiveness will poison you. Not them. You. It will make you bitter. Angry. Reactive. And a reactive person makes poor decisions. You need to be clear. Not reactive. Responsive. Responsible. Able to respond, not react. Forgiveness gives you that ability. Not because it's easy. Because it's freeing. Forgive in advance. Not because you know what they will do. Because you know what you will do. You will forgive. Not because they ask. Because you need to. Forgive. Not with your feelings. With your will. Choose to forgive. Even before the exposure happens. Even before they say the words. Choose. And be free. Don't scroll. This is where everything shifts. Here's what else you need to do to be ready. Be silent. Not in fear. In wisdom. When they expose you, your instinct will be to defend. To explain. To justify. To set the record straight. Don't. Not because you're guilty. Because silence is powerful. Silence says, I don't need to defend myself. My character speaks for itself. Silence says, I trust my defender. I am your defender. Not your words. Me. Let me defend you. Not by arguing. By revealing. In time, the truth will come out. Not because you forced it. Because I am truth. And truth cannot be hidden forever. So be silent. Not in fear. In trust. Not in weakness. In strength. The strength to let me fight for you. Be silent. And watch me work. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here's what else you need to do to be ready. Pray for your enemies. Not because they deserve it. Because you need to. Prayer changes you. Not always the person you're praying for. Always you. It softens your heart. keeps you from bitterness, reminds you that they are human too. So pray for them. Not, God, show them how wrong they are. God, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Heal their hearts. Open their eyes. Pray. Not because they will change. Because you will. Prayer aligns your heart with mine. And alignment brings peace. So pray. Not once. Continually. As the exposure happens, pray. For them. For yourself. For the situation. Pray. And trust that I am working. Not on your timeline. On mine. But I am working. So pray. Don't scroll. Stay with me. We're halfway through part 1. Here's what else you need to do to be ready. Trust your true friends. Not everyone will believe the lies. Some will see through them. Some will know you. Really know you. Not the caricature. The real you. Trust them. Not by hiding. By being honest. Not by pretending. By being real. Let them in. Let them support you. Let them defend you. Not because you can't defend yourself. Because you shouldn't have to. That's what friends are for. To stand with you when you're standing alone. So trust them. Not suspiciously. Gratefully. Not fearfully. Confidently. Not anxiously. Peacefully. Trust your true friends. They will not abandon you. Not because you're perfect. Because they love you. And love stays. So trust them. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here's what else you need to do to be ready. Remember who you are. Not who they say you are. Who I say you are. You are loved. Chosen. Forgiven. Sealed. Secure. Valuable. Wise. Mine. Not because you're perfect. Because I am. And you are in me. Remember. Not in your head. In your heart. Write it down if you need to. Put it on your mirror. On your phone. On your wall. I am loved. I am chosen. I am forgiven. I am sealed. I am secure. I am valuable. I am wise. I am mine. Read it every day. Especially when the exposure comes. Let it remind you. Not what they say. What I say. And what I say is true. So remember. And be ready. Don't scroll. We're almost through part 1. Here is what I want you to take with you. They are going to expose you. Not the real you. A distorted version. Be ready. Not by panicking. By preparing. Be rooted in me. Be ready to forgive. Be silent. Pray for your enemies. Trust your true friends. Remember who you are. These are not suggestions. They are steps. Steps toward readiness. Not a perfect readiness. A true readiness. Take them. Not quickly. Prayerfully. Not alone. With me. I am with you. Every step. Not watching from a distance. Walking beside you. Every step. Even the steps that feel like going backward. I am with you. And I am leading you forward. Not quickly. But surely. One step at a time. Take the next step. Not the perfect step. The next step. And I will be with you. Breathe. Put your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. I put it there. I am keeping it beating. I am not going to stop. And neither should you. Because the exposure is coming. But so is your vindication. Not because you deserve it. Because I am just. And justice will prevail. Not in your timing. In mine. But it will prevail. So be ready. Not in fear. In faith. Not in panic. In peace. Not in dread. In hope. Be ready. I am with you. And I am for you. And nothing can stand against you. Not exposure. Not lies. Not betrayal. Nothing. So be ready. And trust. I've got this. I've got you. Don't scroll. Part 2 is here. And if you made it through Part 1, if you stayed when everything in you wanted to panic, then you're ready for what comes next. Because Part 1 was about the exposure that is coming. What it will look like. What it is not. How to be ready. Part 2 is about standing firm when the exposure comes. Not when you're prepared. When it's happening. In the moment. In the chaos. In the pain. When the lies are spreading. When people are believing. When your reputation is crumbling. You need to stand. Not in your strength. In mine. Not in your wisdom. In mine. Not in your power. In mine. Standing firm is not about being strong. It is about being rooted. Rooted in me. And when you are rooted in me, you cannot be uprooted. Not by lies. Not by betrayal. Not by exposure. You will stand. Not because you're unshaken. Because I am unshakable. And you are in me. So take a breath. Stay with me. Don't scroll. Because what I'm about to tell you is going to help you stand firm when the storm hits. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the first thing you need to do when the exposure comes. Don't panic. Not because the situation isn't serious. Because panic helps nothing. Panic clouds your mind. Silences your wisdom. Paralyzes your actions. Panic makes you react, not respond. And reactions are rarely wise. So don't panic. Not in your own strength. In mine. I am your peace. Not the peace of easy circumstances. The peace of my presence. And I am with you. So when the exposure comes, breathe. Not shallow, panicked breaths. Deep, intentional breaths. Breathe in. I am at peace. Breathe out. God is with me. Breathe. And let the peace of my presence calm your heart. Not because the problem is solved. Because you are not alone. And not being alone is peace. So don't panic. Breathe. And trust. Don't scroll. Stay with me. This is where most people want to react emotionally. Don't. Here is the second thing you need to do when the exposure comes. Don't defend yourself. Not because you're guilty. Because defense is not your job. Your job is to trust. My job is to defend. Vengeance is mine. I will repay. Not just vengeance. Defense. I am your defender. Not your words. Me. Let me defend you. Not by arguing. By revealing. In time, the truth will come out. Not because you forced it. Because I am truth. And truth cannot be hidden forever. So when the exposure comes, don't defend. Not because you don't care. Because you trust. Trust that I will handle it. Not on your timeline. On mine. But I will handle it. So be silent. Not in fear. In faith. Not in weakness. In strength. The strength to let me fight for you. Be silent. And watch me work. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the third thing you need to do when the exposure comes. Don't isolate. Your instinct will be to hide. To withdraw. To pull away from everyone. Not because you're antisocial. Because you're ashamed. Even though you did nothing wrong, shame comes. Shame says, hide. But hiding is not the answer. Isolation will only make the shame worse. It will give you too much time to think. To spiral. To believe the lies. So don't isolate. Stay connected. To me. To your true friends. To your community. Not to everyone. To the ones who love you. Let them in. Let them support you. Let them remind you of who you really are. Not who they say you are. Who I say you are. Don't isolate. Reach out. Not to explain. To be known. Not to defend. To be loved. Not to justify. To be held. Reach out. And let love be your shelter. Not isolation. Love. Don't scroll. This is where everything shifts. Here is the fourth thing you need to do when the exposure comes. Don't retaliate. Your flesh will want to hurt back. To expose their secrets. To get even. Don't. Not because they don't deserve it. Because you don't need to. Retaliation will not heal you. It will hurt you. It will make you like them. And you are not like them. You are like me. And I do not retaliate. I love. I forgive. I restore. Be like me. Not by hurting back. By loving forward. Not by exposing their secrets. By protecting your heart. Not by getting even. By getting free. Don't retaliate. Not because you're weak. Because you're wise. Wisdom knows that retaliation only escalates. And escalation helps no one. So don't retaliate. Bless instead. Not with words only. With actions. Pray for them. Forgive them. Wish them well. Not because they deserve it. Because you need to be free. Retaliation imprisons. Blessing frees. Choose freedom. Bless. Not retaliate. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the fifth thing you need to do when the exposure comes. Don't believe the lies. Not the ones they're telling about you. The ones you're telling yourself. I am a failure. I am a fraud. I am not enough. They were right about me. These are lies. Not because you're perfect. Because you are mine. And mine are not failures. Mine are not frauds. Mine are enough. Not because they're strong. Because I am. And I am in them. So don't believe the lies. Not the ones from them. The ones from the enemy. The enemy wants you to believe that the exposure is true. That you are who they say you are. You are not. You are who I say you are. And I say you are loved. Chosen. Forgiven. Sealed. Secure. Valuable. Wise. Mine. Believe that. Not what they say. What I say. And what I say is true. So when the lies come, reject them. That is not true. I am loved. I am chosen. I am forgiven. I am mine. Say it. Out loud or in your heart. Say it until you believe it. Not because saying it makes it true. Because it is true. And saying it helps you remember. Don't believe the lies. Believe the truth. Don't scroll. Stay with me. We're halfway through part 2. Here is the sixth thing you need to do when the exposure comes. Don't lose hope. Not because the situation is good. Because I am good. And good wins. Not in your timing. In mine. But good wins. So hope. Not in their apology. In my justice. Not in their retraction. In my truth. Not in their repentance. In my restoration. Hope. Not because you see a way out. Because I am the way. And I am making a way. Not around the exposure. Through it. Through it to the other side. Where the truth is known. Where your name is cleared. Where your reputation is restored. Not in your timing. In mine. But that side exists. So hope. Not in what you see. In who I am. I am hope. Not a source of hope. The source. And I am with you. So hope. Not in the outcome you want. In the outcome I design. Which is better? Not easier. Better. So hope. And let hope anchor you. Not in the storm. In me. I am your anchor. And anchors hold. So hope. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the seventh thing you need to do when the exposure comes. Don't stop loving. Not because they deserve it. Because you need to. Love is who you are. Not what you do. Who you are. You are love. Because I am love. And you are in me. So when the exposure comes, don't stop loving. Not the people who exposed you. The people who need you. Your family. Your friends. Your community. They need your love. Not your bitterness. Your love. Not your withdrawal. Your presence. Not your anger. Your kindness. Don't let the exposure steal your love. It is your greatest gift. Not to those who hurt you. To those who need you. So love. Not perfectly. Truly. Not strategically. Authentically. Not cautiously. Generously. Love. And let love be your legacy. Not the exposure. Love. Don't scroll. We're almost through part 2. Here is the 8th thing you need to do when the exposure comes. Don't forget who you are. Not who they say you are. Who I say you are. You are my child. Loved. Chosen. Forgiven. Sealed. Secure. Valuable. Wise. Mine. Not because you're perfect. Because I am. And you are in me. So when the exposure comes, remember. Write it on your heart. I am loved. I am chosen. I am forgiven. I am sealed. I am secure. I am valuable. I am wise. I am mine. Read it every day. Especially when the lies are loud. Let it remind you. Not what they say. What I say. And what I say is true. So remember. And don't forget. Not who they say you are. Who I say you are. And who I say you are is beautiful. Not because you're perfect. Because you're mine. And mine are beautiful. So remember. And stand firm. Not in your identity. In mine. And my identity is unshakable. So stand. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is what I want you to take with you. The exposure is coming. But you can stand firm. Don't panic. Don't defend yourself. Don't isolate. Don't retaliate. Don't believe the lies. Don't lose hope. Don't stop loving. Don't forget who you are. These are not suggestions. They are instructions. Instructions for standing firm. Not in your strength. In mine. Take them. Not quickly. Prayerfully. Not alone. With me. I am with you. Every step. Not watching from a distance. Walking beside you. Every step. Even the steps that feel like going backward. I am with you. And I am leading you forward. Not quickly. But surely. One step at a time. Take the next step. Not the perfect step. The next step. And I will be with you. Breathe. Put your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. I put it there. I am keeping it beating. I am not going to stop. And neither should you. Because the exposure is coming. But so is your vindication. Not because you deserve it. Because I am just. And justice will prevail. Not in your timing. In mine. But it will prevail. So stand firm. Not in fear. In faith. Not in panic. In peace. Not in dread. In hope. Stand firm. I am with you. And I am for you. And nothing can stand against you. Not exposure. Not lies. Not betrayal. Nothing. So stand firm. And trust. I've got this. I've got you.